my name is Melissa van Dijk, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can double cleanse using micellar water and your regular cleanser. And this method can help you to properly remove sunscreen as well as makeup and any excess oil, dirt and sweat from the skin. And when doing this method, you're starting off with at first micellar water and then you're following on with your usual cleanser. In this example, I'm going to keep my focus on CeraVe products. However, if you have micellar water from a different brand or even another cleanser, that's completely fine. Just exchange it, but it won't change how you're going to use it. Now, micellar water can be used on its own, and it is effective enough to remove your sunscreen, makeup, any excess oil, dirt and sweat from the skin, because you're using it with a cotton pad, and basically all the dirt and sweat is going to be left on the cotton pad. And it is a non-rinse off product, meaning once you have swiped it across your face, you're just going to leave it as it is. For some people, this can work, feels great on the skin. For others, however, the residue that micellar water can basically leave on the skin feels weird. It feels like you're not done yet with washing your face. And therefore, you may want to consider following with a cleanser afterwards that's working well for your skin type or your specific skin concern. And that's completely fine to do. And so when choosing a cleanser, this can be a specific cleanser. For example, if you have dry skin, look for an hydrating cleanser. If you have oily skin, look for a foaming or gel cleanser that's able to break through oil. If you have acne-prone skin, look into a salicylic acid cleanser or even benzoyl peroxide cleanser. Like, you really can do it specifically towards your skin concerns. And when doing this method, you only should do it once per day. And it's usually in the late afternoon, or let's call it the evening. Now, everyone has different habits, but you're basically doing it if you wanted to remove your sunscreen as well as makeup by the end of the day. Now, I often see the confusion that you may want to do the double cleansing method twice, but this is not needed, because when waking up in the morning, you do not have any sunscreen or makeup on the skin yet. Therefore, there's no need to double cleanse. You can either just use your micellar water, or just wash your face with water, or just use your daily gentle cleanser. It's basically one step, and that's basically it. However, in the evening, this is where you would do the two-step method. And so when working with micellar water and your usual cleanser, you can either do both steps above the sink. This is not what I wanted to share with you. Or you can at first remove everything with micellar water and then take the cleanser with you in the shower, and then while washing your hair and body anyway, you're going to wash your face in the shower as well. So this is how you can customize it based on convenience as well as what you prefer, and then go ahead and do so. Just make sure that you're properly removing your micellar water as well as any other like leftovers of sunscreen or makeup which you may have forgotten when following with a cleanser afterwards. And so this is not a method that I wanted to share with you. So we are going to get started with the first step, which is using your micellar water. In this example, I'm using CeraVe's hydrating micellar water. Feels great on the skin, does not irritate my skin, that's why I have it. And you are basically going to use micellar water with cotton pads. Now, how many cotton pads you need? I would say like between 3 to 4 cotton pads for your face and neck if you have ones like sunscreen as well as makeup, because then you would also use specific cotton pads for your eye makeup, for your lips, and then one for your face. However, if it's just for your sunscreen, you may even just need to use 2 cotton pads. So you really can adjust it, but make sure that you can get it into every corner, specifically around the eyes and your mouth, to properly remove it from the skin. So when using a cotton pad, soak up a cotton pad. I wouldn't soak it up completely wet, but soak it nicely up so that you can get some product on the cotton pad to then swipe it across your face and neck. So I'm now going to get started with getting most of my face makeup and sunscreen off, and then I'm going to keep my focus towards the eye makeup as well as lip. So about that much, more or less. And then start swiping it across the face. So, and once you're done with the micellar water, you now can immediately move on to the next step, which would now be choosing the right cleanser for your skin type and overall needs, and then wash your face with your cleanser. In this example, I'm going to use CeraVe's foaming cleanser, which is great for normal to oily skin. If you're choosing a different one, that's completely fine to do. Now, please make sure to read on the back of the packaging on how you can use your cleanser so that you can specifically follow the directions. And in this example, I need to use the cleanser on wet skin. So now the first step that I'm going to do is now wetting my face and neck and hands with lukewarm water to warm water, and then I'm going to use a bit of the cleanser and gently massage it over my face and neck. Use between 1 to 2 pumps, so about a coin size amount on the palm of your hand. Rub your hands together and then gently massage it over your face and neck for about 30 seconds to a minute. So, and once you have massage cleanser all over your face and neck, you now can go ahead and rinse it off with lukewarm water. There's one more point that I do want to emphasize, and this is when it comes to using it around the eyes or your mouth. Depending on the cleanser that you're using, as I already mentioned, you should specifically read on the back of the packaging on how you should use it. If you're, for example, working with a treatment cleanser such as benzoyl peroxide, it shouldn't be used too close around the eyes nor your mouth. So this is where you need to be careful, and this is when wearing sunscreen or makeup. Use at first your micellar water specifically around those parts where you cannot use the cleanser to make sure that everything comes properly off so that there's no residue left. And then you can continue with your usual cleanser. Either use it around the eyes if you can, or leave it out. Now you can completely wash it off by just using your hands. However, if you still feel like there's some residue left of your cleanser or even certain areas of makeup or sunscreen, you can always use a soft and fresh washcloth in between, which you're going to wet, and this can help you to remove it properly from the skin. This can be extremely helpful when doing this above the sink. However, my best advice would be that if you are bringing down your sunscreen, usually down your neck as well as your décolletage, do this in the shower, and then still this can be extremely helpful to make sure that it properly comes off. So now take a fresh towel and pat the skin dry. So, and once you have pat the skin dry, you can either stop right here or now continue with your evening skincare routine just before going to bed. And this is basically how you can double cleanse using micellar water as well as your regular cleanser afterwards to properly wash your face. I do hope that you enjoyed this video, that you find it helpful. If you now want to know more about skincare and how you can properly use the different products, I have several videos for you on my YouTube channel, and I'm going to link some of them at the end of this video so that you can keep on watching. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon in the next one. Happy skincaring. Bye.